Hey guys, thanks for joining, and well done on you for caring for yourself and loving yourself and making yourself feel like you actually do matter and wanting to prove to yourself that you're better. You guys are amazing. So today this is going to be a quick yoga guide, but just remember guys, you can change it up to suit your time needs and stretching needs. So please feel free to pause the video and do an extra 2 minutes onto each of these yoga poses. The first yoga pose is one of my favorites to start with. Start off by crossing your legs. Stretch the back by bending over onto the palms of your hands. If you're comfortable with stretching any further, go onto the elbows. But not everyone is the same, so move around, find your sweet spot, and stretch it out. Next yoga pose, lie on your back and connect the feet. Spread out the knees so that you can stretch out your back and the inner groin. The next very important lower back yoga pose is child's pose. Take your time with this one. Spend at least 5 minutes in this pose. Next yoga pose, back up. We're going to get our bums in the air for downward dog, and this is going to stretch the hamstrings and lower back and work on shoulder mobility. From downward dog, get into upward dog. If you struggle doing it the way that I'm doing it, just manually put yourself into the yoga pose. Back into downward dog. Alright, let's do this 2 more times. Make sure you are breathing and stretching properly, not overextending when coming into the upward dog.
For anything really. I feel that whatever is mine is looking for me. I don't feel desperation. The world is pretty much the way it is, and you have your life in it. When we do encounter the difficult things in life.
Next yoga pose, get onto your back. You're going to bring each knee towards the chest, but do not squeeze too tight. I want you to bring your heel to your knee of the opposite leg, and then let that leg drop to the side that it is on, so that your opposite foot can be touching the ground, and this is going to really stretch the hips. I want you to lie on each side for at least 2 minutes. If this pose is too difficult for you, you can cross the opposite leg over the leg that is going to be leaning down. This will give you actually a deeper stretch and is far more comfortable. If you need more aiding for this stretch, you can get yourself a pillow, a blanket, or anything to raise the knee above the ground. For the next pose, raise your right leg and cross it over the left leg. And we'll be doing the same on the opposite side. Sit in this position for another 1 to 2 minutes. Alright, getting into the good stuff. We're going to go on our knees again and bring in the right leg and then cross it over, and then we're going to go down on our elbows just to stretch the lower back, glute and hip flexor. I love this stretch and I want you guys to do this stretch for at least 2 minutes on each side. Cross your legs for this next pose and hold on to your toes. We're going to be rolling forward and backward, stretching the lower back and creating more mobility. For this yoga pose, bring your hands behind you and move your body forward. This is going to stretch the chest and the shoulders. Make sure you are breathing correctly. You will feel a lot more expansion and mobility through breathing. For the last yoga pose and stretch, we're going to go on our toes, drop down on our knees, and focus on stretching the big toe, because the big toe in fact takes up 40% of our weight when we're walking, standing throughout the day. So give your big toe a nice stretch. During this time, you should be focusing on your breathing. being proud that you decided to make a change today and stretch and care for your body. Be grateful and love yourself. See you in the next one. Thanks for joining, guys.